We've gotten a bunch of new information about Season 2 coming February 14th to Warzone 2.0, so I just wanted to kind of condense all that information down and get it all into one video for you guys. So first up, this tweet came from Call of Duty's Twitter account. By the way, if you're not following me on Twitter, that's really the best place if you want to interact with me. I still read some YouTube comments, but I'm really active on Twitter, so if you want to ask me a question or anything, just do a public tweet at me, and there's a good chance you'll get a response. But so this says, Ranked play is coming back to Modern Warfare 2, and they're also bringing a Resurgence, a small map for Warzone 2.0, so this has been rumored for a long time, so we kind of knew all this was coming, but a lot of you probably didn't just because you're not as, like, you know, ear to the ground as I am for Call of Duty stuff. So I've heard about this for a while, but yeah, we're getting a new Resurgence map for Warzone 2.0, which is pretty exciting. We'll see if it was actually made for that or if they're adapting it for that, but I expect, I believe the current understanding is that it's going to be a ground war map, a small map for Warzone, and then also a DMZ map, so it's going to be multi-purpose, used for a bunch of different things. I think a lot of people are excited for that, but they're also worried because the current mechanics of the game might not be so great for those like Rebirth Island sort of gameplay style. Just everything's a lot slower with the movement and things, but we are probably going to see some more changes along those lines in the future as well. So here's the next tweet. Says, we're looking forward to sharing more details on the updates coming to Season 2 in the Deep Dive Studio blog next week. This includes exciting changes to Warzone 2.0, including the Gulag, looting, and loadouts. So we know what two of these things are currently. The Gulag is being reverted to a 1v1 style Gulag for Season 2, which a lot of people are really excited about, and I completely understand that. I actually didn't mind the 2v2. Like, I thought it was interesting, but I didn't like the jailer at all. That was just annoying. But the 2v2 was kind of fun because every now and then you'd come out of the Gulag with, you know, 2 kills that you didn't have when you came in. And I mean, I get it. I understand why people didn't like it because they want it to be like just purely a 1v1, all on you, all or nothing. They don't want to have to rely on someone else that might be AFK sending a text message or something. That's really frustrating, and I get that. So yeah, going back to a 1v1 Gulag, that should be a good thing for the game, in my opinion. This is the next bit of information we have. So Raven Software tweeted out that Battle Royale looting changes are coming. Gave a little more information on that. They said player eliminations and all loot containers will now pop floating loot out onto the floor. So instead of being in the container, in someone's backpack, when you kill someone or you open a container, it's going to pop all the loot out onto the ground, just like in Warzone 1. This should dramatically speed up the looting process, especially for controller players. So I'm really excited to see these changes. It seems like they're really listening to community feedback. And hopefully we can, you know, kind of bring the excitement back to Warzone 2 here, because there's a lot of great things about Warzone 2, but there's also a lot of things that just kind of felt like a step back compared to Warzone 1. And I'll be the first to admit, early on, I was, you know, really excited to play something that was very different. I thought that would be a good thing because we'd been playing the same game for 2 years. But I personally, and a lot of the people that I'm friends with, just have no desire to even play Warzone 2 at this point. So I think it's really good that we're seeing some of these changes get kind of almost reverted back to the Warzone 1 style. There's still going to be plenty of new things about Warzone 2. We still have all the new weapons to play with, a much better map. So I think it's a good thing overall. I think some people are going to be annoyed that they're changing things back just because they liked having something new. But the amount of frustration and things like that I'm seeing on Twitter just are not good for the game. I think the game is probably still doing fine, but a lot of these changes are really going to be good for it. So back to this tweet here. We don't really know what they mean by changes to loadouts, but we should be getting all this information in that blog post next week, so I'm really excited for that. A lot of people are frustrated because Season 2 was supposed to come on like February 1st or February 2nd or something like that, and it got delayed to February 14th, but I don't care. Like, as long as we're getting the changes that we're asking for and the community wants, I am very happy about that. And I think that's what's happening. I think they're actually really listening to the community and making these changes that we wanted. So kudos to them, in my opinion. I wish the game had been delayed or been called a beta or something, but I mean, the fact of the matter is they had to probably get it out before the holidays, and I mean, they launched what they had to. So it is what it is, but it looks like we're really seeing some good changes now, so I'm very excited for that. All right, guys, that's all I wanted to cover. I will see you in the next video. Hope you have a great day.